Welcome. In this video, will Zbcn coin come to a new high? We will analyze it. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and please watch to the end to understand. When the overall technical outlook on the chart is examined, it is clearly evident that a healthy and steady upward trend structure has formed. This trend line acts as a structure that pulls the price movement upward and allows the price to progress step by step on a stable foundation. In technical analysis, trend lines are of critical importance in understanding the general direction of the market and informing strategies. This ascending trend line currently forms a structure that should be closely monitored by both short-term traders and long-term investors. It is clearly visible that the price has reacted to this trend multiple times and has bounced upward. This indicates that the market is encountering buyers at certain levels and that investors are renewing their confidence in this support zone. Especially in recent movements, the price gaining upward momentum after touching the trend line proves that this is not just a symbolic line but a truly strong technical support. The previous upward reactions provided by this support level serve as highly positive references for market participants. As long as the price remains above the trend, it is a common assumption in technical analysis that the market dynamics will continue to move upward. The continued positioning of the price above this trend line shows that buying pressure remains strong and that investors find these levels attractive. Particularly during periods when market confidence strengthens, the formation of strong upward reactions without breaking below these kinds of trend lines confirms that the uptrend is progressing on a healthy and consistent foundation. In such a structure, each new rise can be thought of as a step built on top of the previous one. As the price climbs upward step by step along this trend, investor confidence also increases. This shows that the price movement is supported both technically and psychologically. In technical analysis, trend lines are not only areas of support or resistance, they also reflect market psychology and serve as strong signals. Therefore, maintaining the trend depends not only on the price continuing upward, but also on investors continuing to believe in that direction. Looking at the current chart, the price action position just above the trend line signals a potential new phase of momentum. Every hold above the trend strengthens the technical foundation for a new wave of upward movement. Especially investors who buy near such support levels can achieve significant gains once the uptrend resumes. This increases the appetite for buying in the market. The clarity with which the ascending trend line is working also indicates that algorithmic and institutional investors are paying attention to these technical zones. Large-scale investors in particular follow such technical structures closely and shape their positions based on them. Therefore, price movements that occur above the trend contribute to increased volume, higher trading activity, and the formation of a healthier bullish environment. Moreover, the trend's functionality is not limited to a one-time reaction. The price has drawn strength from areas near this line multiple times in the past and has launched upward moves. This shows that the trend is not coincidental but reflects a natural market pricing behavior. Such behavioral patterns are highly valuable in technical analysis and should be taken into account when forming investment strategies. Following the most recent bounce, the price repositioning itself above the trend line is a development that raises hopes for continued upward movement. This should be interpreted not merely as a short-term recovery, but as a strong technical signal that a long-term uptrend could persist. But we can't rely solely on trend lines for analysis. Let's also look at other metrics. Stay tuned. When the chart is carefully analyzed, it becomes clearly noticeable that a descending triangle pattern, one of the well-known and frequently encountered formations in technical analysis, is currently forming. This structure has appeared similarly across various assets and timeframes in the past and has often preceded strong price movements when certain conditions are met. In the current case, the geometric shape of the descending triangle suggests that the price is undergoing a consolidation phase, while the potential for an upward breakout is steadily increasing. A descending triangle pattern typically forms when the price approaches a flat or horizontal support line from above, while creating lower highs on the upper side. The most critical detail here is that, despite the resistance line applying downward pressure over time, the price tends to maintain its support level below. Technically, this setup signals a period of consolidation, and a breakout from this tightening range usually leads to a high-volume, strong price movement. Therefore, such formations carry significant weight in technical analysis and are closely monitored by investors. The descending triangle structure currently observed on the chart provides crucial technical insights for investors. The price movement within this structure, especially as it nears the upper resistance line, suggests that we may be in the preparation phase of a potentially strong technical move. The behavior of the price within this formation is setting the stage for a possible upward breakout. Each approach to the triangle's upper boundary with increased buying pressure further strengthens the likelihood of a breakout. One of the most notable features of consolidation patterns like descending triangles is their ability to mark the beginning of strong trends depending on the breakout direction. In this particular case, if the price manages to break above the descending resistance line with significant volume, a strong wave of buying will likely follow. These types of breakouts are typically interpreted by technical traders as confirmed breakouts, prompting them to increase their positions. It is also highly likely that algorithmic trading systems will detect this breakout and bring additional buying pressure into the market. At this point, one of the most important aspects to watch is the retest movement following the breakout. If the price breaks out to the upside and then returns to test the old resistance line as support and successfully bounces from that level, it is a strong indication that the rally may gain further strength. In technical analysis, such moves are considered signs that an uptrend is progressing in a healthy and sustainable manner. Especially when compared to past price movements, it is a well-known fact that similar formations have often resulted in significant rallies following breakouts. From this perspective, the price currently advancing toward the upper boundary of the formation and the increasing probability of a breakout in that area is heightening investors' bullish expectations. A move above the upper edge of the triangle would be considered a powerful signal that could positively impact both the short and medium-term technical outlook. When considering the psychological aspect of the market, it is also observed that pattern breakouts boost investor confidence, especially when the price breaks free from a tight structure and makes a strong upward move with volume. It refreshes investor sentiment and encourages new buyers to enter the market. This in turn increases buying pressure and helps the price reach target zones more rapidly. In this context, a breakout to the upside would mark an important turning point not only technically, but also in terms of market psychology. As one of the technical indicators in the markets, the vortex indicator is considered to be a very valuable tool in analyzing the direction of the price and the strength of the current trend. The vortex indicator is a visually easy-to-read indicator developed to measure the upward or downward movement of prices and to reveal in which direction a dominant trend is forming. The basic working principle of this indicator is that it represents positive and negative price movements on two separate lines. Usually the blue line represents an uptrend, while the red line reflects downward price pressure. Looking at the current chart, we can see that a remarkable and positive structure is forming in the vortex indicator. In particular, the gradual downward trend of the red line indicates that selling pressure is gradually weakening in the market. This suggests that investors are now holding their positions or making new purchases instead of selling. The easing of selling pressure is often one of the most important factors that set the stage for an upward price movement. Vortex shows us trends. Yes, friends, I hope you liked the video. If you subscribe to my channel and like the video, more videos will be coming. Be careful in your investments, analyze the risks correctly, and always take strategic steps. I will be with you with different analyses, investment opportunities, and technical information in my videos. I wish you all a lot of profit. See you soon.